Welcome back to Tiny RV Cooking. First, I'd like to invite you to like, share, subscribe, and ring that bell for new notification on videos. I put out new videos every Monday and Wednesday. So today, I'm making my version of Taco Bell Enchirito. If you'd like to see how I make this super easy recipe, stay tuned and I'll show you how. The Instant Pot Refried Beans is from Cooking Carnival. The Instant Pot Mexican Rice is from Gonna Want Seconds. I'll have the link down below for all these great recipes, and watch the video how I put it all together and make the enchirito. For our refried beans, I have my Instant Pot already heated on saute. We're going to add a little bit of olive oil. We're just going to saute our onions, our jalapenos, and our garlic. You don't have to add jalapenos if you don't want to. We're just going to soften it. My little clip to make sure it holds in place. The recipe is for a 6-quart, but I'm halving it, so I'm using my little 3-quart. Now they're softened. We're going to add just a little bit of our water just to deglaze it. If you have any brown stuff on the bottom, it will give you a burn notice. We're going to take it off the saute. So I'm going to press cancel. We're going to add our refried beans that we have. They're dry. I'm doing a no soak method. So they're dry. So I rinsed them and I made sure I took out all the seeds and all the broken ones and anything else that looks like it's gone to seed. So we're putting our beans in. Cumin. Cayenne pepper. This is optional, but I like a little spice, so I'm just putting very little in. Ooh, just a tad more. Don't add too much because it might make our enchiritos too spicy for me. And our taco seasoning. Our bay leaf, and 3 cups of water. Put the lid on. Make sure your sealing ring is in and sealed in tight. Mine was not. So I always double check, and that's also how you remember to put a sealing ring in, because I put mine in the freezer. Turn it, press seal, then we're going to pressure cook this for 50 minutes. So press cancel, it's on cancel. Sometimes mine turned back on, I don't know why. I'm gonna go pressure cook, and I'm gonna go up to 50 minutes. 50 minutes, and we're going to give it a 10-minute natural release. The refried beans are done, so we're going to release the pressure, mix to empty out the water so I don't burn my hands. So we're going to carefully release the lid. Up out you're going to want to save all this liquid. So I have my strainer and I got a bowl underneath, and we're just going to dump all the liquid in. There's a lot of flavor in this. I'm going to put on saute. So I press cancel, saute. I'm going to use the immersion blender for this. I'm not making mine vegetarian. I'm making mine with a little bit of bacon fat. If you did this vegetarian, don't use chicken broth, use vegetable broth. My bacon fat. Thing. If you don't have a merchant blender, you could use a potato masher for this. You're just going to blend it up until it's all smooth. We're going to add a little bit of water as we go along. And our refried beans are done. Next, we're going to get started on our Mexican rice. While my beans are cooking, we're going to get started on our Mexican rice. It calls for tomato sauce, but I don't just add tomato sauce. I add a little bit of the tomato bouillon to it. It adds an umami flavor to it. So we let it set and it gets even better in flavor. So I'm putting 1 teaspoon in. You don't have to put as much in, but I will take out the salt later. I can always add more, but to me this is salty enough. So we're going to mix it. Then we're just going to let this set in a refrigerator. It's time to make our Mexican rice. Put our Instapot on saute. It is now hot. We're going to add our onions, our jalapeno, and our garlic. And we're just going to saute it. I try to make like Mexican rice and anything that is kind of thick in a regular stainless steel pan, and I always got a burn notice. Since I got this non-stick insert, I can make anything I want and it doesn't burn anymore. So I use this usually for rice and mac and cheese if I make a small amount. Anything I worry about burning. It's well worth it. Or as I use my stainless steel insert the rest of the time. We're just going to get these till it's wilted. Here. I'm going to add a little bit of broth. I'm going to add 2 cups of water. This is what I use for my rice, so it needs to be the exact same amount. And I already put a little bit of broth in, so I'm not going to fill that completely full. I'm going to add my seasoning to it. All the ingredients will be listed down below in the measurements. Oops. We're going to add our rice. I'm just giving it a good mix to mix all the seasoning and all the ingredients together. Now, when we add our tomato sauce, we just pour it on top. Do not mix it in. That will give you a burn notice because it's too thick. It'll get mixed in later at the end. Lid back on. We're going to cook this for 3 minutes with a 10-minute natural release. Saute. We're going to press cancel. Then we're going to press pressure cook. And I need to go down to 3. Okay. I'll see you back in 13 minutes plus the pressure time. So about 25 minutes. Make sure your sealing ring make sure this is also sealed. It's been on 10 minutes for natural release. We're going to release the pressure, so be careful. Carefully take off the lid. And we're going to fluff it and also mix it up with the tomato sauce. So just be very careful so we don't break the rice. Grab my handy dandy clip. Taste this, see if you need to adjust the seasoning. I made this several times, so I know it's perfect for me. Next, we're going to get started on our enchilada sauce. To our cold olive oil, I already put 3 tablespoons in. We're going to add 1.5 tablespoons of flour. Put this on medium, or your heat's going to be on medium, and we're going to whisk it for 1 minute. Not much oil to burn. We're going to add 3 tablespoons of chili powder. I like New Mexican. That's what I always use. I like to flavor it. And we're going to whisk for 30 seconds. We're going to add the rest of our seasonings and herbs in. I'm just going to give it a quick whisk. We're not going to really whisk it in too much. I'm going to pause this, move it to the side so I don't burn it. We're going to add some chicken broth to it. And we're going to add our tomato paste. Another 1/2 cup. Put on, turn this back on. We're going to add another 1/2 cup back in. Turn it down to a simmer for 30 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes. It will thicken up. We're going to let this boil for 15 minutes until it reduces down. My sauce is now done. We're going to get started making the ground beef now for the taco meat. I'm going to add my ground beef. I'm just making simple taco meat. Nothing fancy for this because we are going to put an enchirito and I want the other flavors to stand out more. With our Instant Pot refried beans, our Instant Pot Mexican rice, and the homemade enchilada sauce, we really don't want to add more to it than a simple ground Mexican taco meat. I am using my same spatula I used because I figure the flavors would just add more to my hamburger. I'm going to drain mine because I have a little too much fat for my taste. Turn the meat back in. Turn it back on start. It calls for 3 tablespoons if you have it this way, but I don't exactly have a pound of beef, so I'm doing 1.5. I got about 1/2 pound right here. Add my water, mix it in, add a little bit of water. We have our cast iron heated up for just warming our tortilla up. We just want to barely warm it so we can fold it and make our enchilada. That's enough. And now it's time to build our enchirito. First, we're going to lay down a little bit of onions. Very little. ground beef. My air fryer is heating up at 400 degrees. We're going to add some of our Mexican rice. Truly, this is optional. It does not come on Enchirito. It's an add-on you have to do. But I like Mexican rice on it. Then we're going to put our beans on top. We're going to move this stuff out of the way. And I'm going to put it on my little pan. So all we are is going to fold this in on top. And we're going to turn it over and lay it flat. And we're going to pour our homemade enchilada sauce right on top. It's smothered in this. Put our cheddar cheese on top. Have jalapeno cheese, and I have Kobe cheese. I like the mixture. But put whatever cheese you like on. But you're going to want a nice coating because it is draped in cheese. It's at 400 degrees. And I have it set for 20 minutes, but we're only going to cook it till the cheese is done. So I'm going to grab it, put it on our tray, I'm going to push it in, and we're just going to cook till the cheese is totally melted. Our enchiritos are done. We're going to put our 3 olives they had on top. And now it's time to eat. And now it's time to try my version of Taco Bell enchiritos. They sure smell good. Got a big bite here. Mmm, 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 mmm. The beans, the rice, the meat, the enchilada sauce, everything goes so good together. This really is a must try. So simple to make, so easy to make. You can make the beans, refried beans for other Mexican red dishes. You can make the rice for other Mexican dishes. The enchilada sauce can be used for a lot of things. Really a quick, easy sauce. You know, it take long to make it at all. And this was pretty well quick to make. You can actually do a lot of this stuff a day in advance and then have a quick meal the next day. Or do your prep work and then you can throw everything together. Thank you for coming to Tiny RV Cooking. I'd like to invite you to like, subscribe, share, and ring that bell for new notification on videos. I put out new videos every Monday and Wednesday. Leave a comment down below what you'd like to see me make in my tiny kitchen. Leave a comment down below if you made any of these great recipes or what you'd like to see me make. My camper is only 22 foot long, but I love her. I'll see you next time on Tiny RV Cooking. Bye.